then he felt like that was before. And she said that you know, he feels justified in that. Thank you. And so we, you know, so he kind of like just real quiet to me.
And he's freaking out.
Yeah, but then, you know, another officer got a question and they texted him. Well, that's not really allowed. I'm sorry, but there are rules and regulations you have to follow.
What about texting?
Yeah, you're not supposed to have your phone with you or on you. Well, A called to check with him about a situation. He was with somebody. Evidently, she didn't follow and say, hey,
A text? A didn't.
you know, she called over to their other location, to the other location, and wanted to talk with you know, him.
So she's really ready to transfer. And
well, she's not, but after she gets probably talked to, I'm sure she is. And he has no grace with her. There's no grace with her.
right.
So having no grace with her, and then the one that maybe be a great covering, that don't look good either. And then I talked with her yesterday. Not only has she been wanting to go somewhere else, but then the guy that works with us also wants to go to school. Okay?
So you can run it all by yourself. Just set up a cot in the back. You'll be fine. Talk about overtime. What would they do?
Because I told her, you know, I was talking to her. That's why when you called her, I couldn't answer because I was talking to her and I was telling her about, you know, when you commented about, well, yeah, she's using the modern day technology, you know, and like, you know, our person, you know, in the office that, you know, is in charge said, yeah, but when we follow policies, that's the difference. We do and they don't. So, you know, he'd like one thing, but you can't just do what they like. You've got to follow procedures, you know. And she, like I said, I was telling her because, you know, he brings up his frustrations.
You were telling Jay?
And I said, you know, it doesn't. I feel great for her. She said she's a little scared because it's the unknown. I said, well, she's going to be so close to home. So for her going somewhere else, it's positive. But she's a little concerned with the unknown. I told her, well, how do you think I feel? Because let me tell you something. The person that's over everybody now, and I'm not kidding, Vicky, when the guy that left recently was over it, you may have had to do a couple of things. And he'd pop in. First of all, you never saw him. I mean, she would see him when it was time for her review, maybe once a year. Okay. Otherwise, you had stuff to do. You know what? You know how big the breakage is. Let's just say she expects you. She's almost like 90%, and he had 10%. So here, if I come onto the scene and I get into this position, we're talking not only am I going to have to take on a whole lot of other stuff that is just the normal stuff, but now on top of what you have normal, she's got you doing all, you know, the district person has you doing all this other stuff that is, you know, expected. And I know she was talking to Jay recently and said that, you know, Jay gets on it, and there's one other person treating this other lady, and the other person has been in the DO's position before, you know, the district person, district operator, and she will do what our new DO, you know, district operator wants. But when it comes to everybody else, Jay was saying that they hardly ever get it, you know, done. And Jay told her, she said, well, let me comment. She said, you got to understand, before you, the guy was never on the scene. So these people aren't used to having to, you know, do all these things, you know. So she said, even I wasn't, I even didn't know that there were certain things that were, were expected, you know. She said, that was cold. She's the epitome of rude. Oh, yeah.
you want that?
I thought it sounded really good. That would be a good breaker. Just let me have a little sip.
I'll take your sip.
Oh God, no.
No crying on the other side.
Oh my God, that tastes really good.
That's all over your nose.
Oh, that's gonna be a great little shot there. Don't dissect that for a minute.
I think they need to spend a minute on that.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, here, let's give you a good little picture here. You know, or remember when Candy put that olive on her tooth that one time? She looked like
Yeah.
Olive, or who was it? Who is
She
it?
looked like
Olive.
just what was it?
No.
Like Lucy?
No. Spinach guy.
Olive oil.
Olive oil, yeah. Yeah, that was so funny. Remember that? It really was good. I could never follow that,
She
but I
was
should
fun.
have.
She was fun.
It was because she definitely, she could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, she could be.
But you know what? That's her storytellers. They're great. I will miss Jay because let me tell you, Jay, I think falls into that. She has that same laugh. She can sit. I don't know how many times a day she laughs about something. It is just her nature, and I told her I appreciate it. But I said she
You're always
can't.
around people like that.
Yeah, but you can't make them. You can't be who you're not.
No.
You can't make it. No. But I love that about her. Do you know what I mean? And she'll say, here's the thing. She can look at you and smile at your face, and in the back of her head know that she would rather not have to deal with you and be thinking all these things. But you can't read her that way, and they all come to her. They all love her. But I know what she's thinking. I know how she feels on the backside. And I'm thinking, how does this work? Because she has that nature. She has that ability. It's just that's what it is. You know? Yesterday, oh my God, not only was that issue took place, so that kind of was an ordeal. The two people that are from, not up, came in, okay? Or there was a call from about
Call from another thing, another place.
Yeah, the
Let me go check real quick.
Professional, another professional.
yeah. Well,
At another location.
yeah, in the Dock River location. That was the other location. Well, you know, but seriously.